Okay, so today we're gonna build some. So basically, um I play football weekly, and basically uh teams need to be chosen every week. So let's build something to choose teams, and as an extra, we could build something to choose uh balanced teams also. Okay, so the first thing we want to do with creating the balanced teams, okay, so let's just let's go back. Uh, all right. Uh, where should we go? Shall we put this file? Mm, uh, um, where shall we put this file? Mm, all right. All right. So we call this team picker. All right, and then call this this is kind of annoying though. Let's get rid of this. All right. Um, right. So actually no, that's no. Mm. Okay, let's um, okay. So we have our team picker file, and we have our pick team Python script. So let's open that up now. Uh, um, uh, okay. Okay, so we don't have anything right now. So in addition to this, we also want to have a file, so a text file with the list of players. So um, uh, player list. Oops. Okay. So we have, and let's also create a player rating file. Gonna need that too. Okay. So okay. So we have these files. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is just create a script to basically pick the teams. So assuming that we're gonna read any playlist, right, from this file. This is one, okay. So let's start with um, load players. Well, this is what Copilot could do. This is what AI could do, but kind of don't want this stuff. So I want playlists. And mm, mm, this. Okay, so before we run this, let's import. So I usually do. We're gonna need to import random, so may as well import that. Let's import time. Um, let's do yeah, what do I do? Okay. And let's do this actually. First let's do this actually. So this, no, this is not right. See, this is why Copilot is not, it's not the best thing if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Um, so, um, okay. Um, let's do, yeah. There's a comma there. So, so this start time is a time object, so I think if I run this code, then it probably just error. Let's see, show error. Okay, see if it errors. Or is it just this is error? So I need to do this. Okay, so I should work now. Okay. Right, this is an epoch. Actually, so can I just import datetime? Yeah, there we go. Can import datetime. Now something way easier. There we go. Then we have our end time, and then let's okay. Okay. And let's put this here. Um, Okay, that's actually good. And this and just okay. Okay. Alright, let's run that now and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. See this, friends. Alright. Alright. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of boilerplate code there to kind of help us understand how long the code run for. Alright, so let's now add some stuff to this file. So if we do this, um, okay, alright, can I remember how to do this? So I is to insert, and then if we do jack, um, it is then control C semicolon the right quit. Okay, so if we do a cut on playlist, let's see. Okay, so jack, right? So we added jack to the playlist. Um, so let's see if this code works. So if we do load playlist, see if it works. Um, let's do just this. Okay, so retain the list. Okay, so that's fine. So this works. So let's do retrieve players. Right. So that's fine. Um, so now that we could retrieve the players, let's also create a um retrieve stats. What's the next what's it called? The other file. Um hmm, okay, not the right place. It's why did this end up here? What's going on here? Where is this here, man? Okay, so look at some playlist here. Well, okay, I'll just run this again then. So, sure, okay, guess, um, I, Jack again, let's do done this time. Semicolon, control C semicolon, right quick. Okay, let's do a cut on that again. Okay, so we got it done. So let's add a rating. Let's define core player rating, right? So okay, um, let's do let's do 5. So our players are rated out of 10. So let's say down is average. We have 5, right? So um, yeah. Okay, so for the cards are now. Okay, so 5, right? So what we want to do basically is we want to look through both files at the same time, and we want to retrieve the player ratings and the player that's associated with that rating. I should say we want to retrieve the player and the rating associated with that player. So now that we have a retrieve players, let's create a retrieve rating. So it'll be basically the same, but instead, what's going on here? Okay. Instead, we will be retrieving ratings. Um, so let's do 10, rating here. Da, da, um, rating. So let's put this ratings, retrieve ratings, um, ratings, retrieve players, ratings. Okay, let's run this now. Okay, so it got defined, right? So now we want to do, let's uh, create, uh, yes, we want to do this, but not yet. What we want to do is basically, um, hmm, we want to combine the iterables. So while we iterate through the player list, we want to iterate through the rating list to get um the associated rating. So let's uh let's do let's just do get for now we'll rename this something better. Let's just get that's team info. And let's do for player rating in zip, um retrieve players, retrieve, oh yeah, print player has a rating of rating. Okay, let's yes, hello, the cat is back. Okay, belly rubs for you. Okay, so we could just do get team info. Let's see if it gets Dan has a rating of 5. So yeah, there we go. Dan has a rating of 5. So yes, okay, Rob's here. Okay, so Dan has a rating of 5. Okay, so it works, right? So obviously we now need to add players to that list, and we need to add a rating. Just just so that we see if it works with more than one player. If it works with more than one player, then it should be fine. You just have to load the players in. But we need to add some conditional things. So if you have, in an ideal situation, you're gonna have a team with equal amounts, teams of equal amounts of players, right? So you're gonna have a 5v5 or 10v10. But what about when you have a 9v10 or like a 6v7, right? So we need to be able to handle that also. Uh, but that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's uh let's add some more players. Let's just add one more player actually. All right. So um let's um so let's add Max. Okay. So video cut, yes. Hello. I can't give you pets all the time, man. Cat is too spoiled. Okay. So cuts. So you want to do a cut on the player list now. Let's see if our changes have taken place. Yes, so now Max is also in the list. Let's add a rating for Max. So Max is a phenomenal player. So let's give Max a rating of. Let's give Max a player a rating of. I don't know, like um, what should we give Max 9? Phenomenal player. All right, so it's fine. Okay, so let's do a cut on this now. Okay. Right, so now for okay, so now we should see Max and Dan for this now. Let's see. Try this and see. Oh, what's going on here? What's in the running? Did it die? Oh, it died. Hmm. Okay, try this. Hmm. No such validatory player rating. So player ratings. Let's see. Wow, it took me back here, which is rather annoying, but so okay, so okay, go ahead. That is so annoying. Okay. Okay. Alright, so should be fine now. There we go. Okay, so it works. So Dan has a rating of 5, Max has a rating of 9. So we have the player ratings, right? What we want to do now is we want to basically create two teams, right? So here, gonna create team 1, right? And then we're gonna create team 2. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, no, no. Why would it see? Why would it suggest that? That's just bad. Okay, so we have team 1 and team 2. All right. And team. Let's do. Hmm. All right. So let's do. No, no. Okay, so in this list of players, we need to make sure that the list, every player in the list is unique. So if we have two Dans, then it's gonna become more difficult to deal with. And I mean, in reality, like even if everyone has, I don't know, the same, like a lot of people have the same first name, they would have different last names, but you would have some way to differentiate players name wise. So just based on that logic, every name in this list will be unique, right? So, um, if that is the case, what we could just do, just to start, is really important. Okay, so if we do, um, so if we do, so instead of doing this, we append, um, t, mm, so what we want to do is, um, yeah, so we actually want to do for um hmm, for and range, no, not main range, uh range, we want to do the ft, oh no. mm, so it might be good actually to, I think we want to do this, but it might be good to just bring these in to variables so that we could use it. So player list, just yeah, players and ratings. Okay, so the length of the player list and the ratings list should be the same always. So that's the line of players and uh, phone number. So we want to do um player called random choice players, but when we choose this player, we want to remove this player from the list, right? So we then want to do um, players, remove player, but we need to also remove the associated rating with that player. So what we need to do is, so this, so this could get tricky, right? Because um, hmm, because we need to remove by index and not value. If we see, this remove removes the first occurrence of a value, right? So this should be fine because every player is supposed to have a unique name. So there should only be one occurrence of each name, like no matter what. But the problem is the rating. So there would be ratings where it's more than one time a rating occurs. So it would just get the first occurrence of that rating and not particularly the one that you're trying to remove that's associated with the player. So we need to remove the index value and not the actual value, right? Um, hmm, how do we do that? Okay, so this is fine. So we get the player and then remove the player from the player list so that when we go to choose again, um, we don't have the same player being chosen again when he's already chosen. Okay. Once you get the player, we now need to get the rating. So we're not gonna do a random choice rating. This is why Copilot is at times garbage. I mean, sometimes it's useful when you need to like write a whole block of code, which is just it could just auto complete a whole block of code and you don't need to write it, but it just generates just random things like this, and it's just like, what garbage is this? Anyways, um, so we now need to see what index this is, right? So we need to do list.index, right? So let's do rating index. We need to do players dot index player. That's right. Okay, useful for once. And then we want to get the rating index to get the rating at that index, but then to remove it we want to do del rating index. So this should now remove it, and we iterate through this loop. Um, but what we want to do now is do this for each team. So we want to choose one for team one, and then we want to choose one for team two, and then choose one for team one again, right? So how do you do that? I'm not even appending anything. I'm not even appending the player. Alright, so I want to do player dot append team one. Sorry. What was that suggestion? Images. Um, so to do a flip, we could use a modulo. So um, hmm. So we could iterate, right? Um, um, so we could have the first number, which is 0. So let's do a counter equals 0. And then um, so we could do counter plus equals 1. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, no. Yeah, counter plus equals 1, and then basically um, we could say if so could say if um, team. Okay, so we could just do team. I can do team here. So could do team as none, and actually could do um, if counter modulo to see too much. If counter modulo 1 equals 0, then so if it's even, then we want to do team becomes team 1, else team becomes team 2, and then we want to append to team, so append, then do the appendage, team not append player. Yeah, okay. So this should add the players to each team one by one. So team one, then team two, then team one again, then team two. So um, all right. Now that we've done that, what we want to now do is, I guess I gotta show this. This is ratings. So what we want to do now is to make sure the teams are balanced. So let's add in a few more players and a few more ratings. So well, um, oops. Okay, max some. I don't know, Rob. Yeah, oh no, it's all three letter names. Billy. I don't know. Chuck. Paul. I don't know. Frank. How many do we have? One, two, three, four. So we have eight, right? Okay, let's just say it's five aside, right? So we need I just don't know names. Like, do I have John already? Okay, not John. Okay, so that's 10, right? Okay, that's 10. So, right. Um, okay, and then if we run this now, uh, so the prop parameter is here. So just remove everything from the list. Neat is not in lists. Rating index. Okay, so I can't remove the players here. Let's remove it lower down. Should actually remove it at the same time. Remove the ratings. Okay, Yeah. Let's index out of range. Mm, that's right, because okay, let's just put this on ice for a second. I just want to see something. That would just surprising that actually got you this look though, because this list is now longer than this list. But okay, let's see. Print it anyway. Okay. Alright. Well, let's make the list the same length, right? And let's put in a safeguard. Let's put in a safeguard, and do um try this. Um, accept. Um, e print e, and finally let's just do this. Yes, I don't know. Okay. Uh, let's just do this now. See what happens. So, right. Okay. So that's fine. What do we need to do now? Right. So we need to add the ratings in. So um, hmm, we need to add the ratings in. I don't know. Let's give this guy 3, and give this guy 6, and give this guy 7, and give this guy 6, give this guy 5, this guy 1. And give this guy one guy will be like a 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need one more. Just give this guy 5. So that look like a decent mix there. Okay. So okay. So if we do a cut on this, there we go. Okay. So we have our lists. So when we run this now, we should be good to go. Get uniform. Okay. What we want to do now is we want to have a rating, right? So if we load both of the playlist and the rating list, right? And they are not the same lengths, we're gonna have, yeah, well, okay, 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 well done, well done, well done. Um, break, just break it. ISF, break it, pass. Um, okay. Okay, so if we run this now, it doesn't give us because it's the same length, so that's fine. Alright, so now that we've done this, what do we do now? We pick the teams. So it's supposed to now um okay. No, Copilot, come on man, give me the proper thing man. Um mm, can I do this? I don't know if I can do this, but I will try. Yes, I'm not allowed to do this. I can't see. Can't see my keyboard. Okay, there we go. No, I'm not allowed to do this. Okay. Um, that's fine enough. Come on. Yeah, well done. I know you can do it. Alright, we'll see now. So, um, what we now want to get is an average rating of the team. So, we have our two teams, right? Five people aside. Five aside, right? But we want to now get the ratings of the team, the average rating, right? So we could have team one rating. We could have team two rating. Okay. So what we will do is before we remove this rating, we will now append it. Um, team rating. Team becomes team. Team rating and then yes, okay. So um and then we want to use um so let's um import numpy and um um no, can't use rating. I need to use mm, team rating. So rating. So we want to do rating data plan. Let's do team data plan rating. Okay. Okay. All right. So and then um Okay, that should be fine. Um, okay, so now that we've done that, we want to now do um an average thing of, yes, that's actually right. And um, okay, let's try that. Oh, you think art did not contain a loop with signature matching types? None. Okay, this look like, yeah. Unless these are string. So yeah, then that's the problem. These are string and not like ints. So we need to convert them to ints when we append them. So we need to do floats. So mm, mm, how do we perform the operations? So, let's do float just in case in the future they want to have like a subdivision like 9 points. I don't know, 9.2. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous, but yeah. Okay, so this should actually solve the problem now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So this team has an average rating of 6. This one has an average rating of 5.4. Let's try it again. 6.2, 5.2. Right. So I think we're gonna stop there, right? But what we want to do to finally improve this is we want to so every time the every time a player is placed into the group, the team, right? We want to calculate the average. And when we calculate that average number, we want to see if the number is higher, if the we want to calculate the average of this team and the average of that team. If the average of this team is lower than the average of that team, then the next player chosen needs to have an average higher, right? And if it has an average higher, you place it into this team. And then if you have, yeah, it have an average higher, if the player rating is higher than the overall average of the team, of the lower average team, then you place them into the team. And then we recalculate the next loop again, and then we say, okay, well, if it's higher, if this one is now higher, we do the same with this one. And that way we make sure that it's always as close as could possibly be. Um, and we have like more balanced teams because even though every time we run the code, I mean 6 and 5.4 is still relatively balanced. Like it could be a case where you just place like a bunch of, especially if you have like extremely bad players and extremely good players, there's a possibility that you could place all the bad players together randomly and place all the good players together randomly and then they just get trashed, right? But you want to have the best game possible, which means that you want the teams to be as even as possible, and that is actually how we would make the teams even. So, yeah, we tackle this at some point in the future.